Welcome back, everybody. You're watching KUAM News Extra right here on KUAM TV. Now, the 10th Annual Fitness and Sports Banquet will be held later on this month. It's going to be held at the 21st over at the Westin, and joining me now are Bobby Periganen and Pat Wolf, two good friends of ours, to talk about this fantastic event. I must tell you, as a former athlete, because my back and my knees just won't permit me to do that kind of thing anymore, but they're very much in support of celebrating the Guamanian athletic experience. So thank you for doing that, first of all.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It's a delight, Jason, to recognize individuals who are just doing great things in the trenches, some of them not being recognized for the great work they do, but not just individuals, a lot of good programs and leagues and organizations that are promoting innovative sports programs, and we get to recognize them and just see them smile with delight as 200 people cheer for them.
Now let's talk about that, because of course sports is such a big part of the island culture here, and there are so many people, as you said, Pat, that go unheralded or uncelebrated and everything. People that volunteer their time, or people that just out of sheer love will show up at the games and rile up the crowd, or just go there and give people a good high five to athletes to compete just because they enjoy the spectacle that is sports so much. So how will those people be acknowledged?
Well, I don't have any illusions that we'll ever be able to recognize everybody out there who deserves it. But for a small island, Guam has a lot of people that are doing neat things. And this program is just every year creating new categories, just trying to find ways to recognize the people who deserve it. We don't get them all because not everybody gets nominated, but we're going to get a bunch this year. We have 26 different awards to give out. And Bobby Periganen is just an example. It's a new category this year. It's the Outstanding Health Coach in the Workplace Wellness Program. And she was the inspirational leader of just an outstanding workplace program for fitness at Public Works.
Now that's wonderful, Bobby, because sports is so broadly defined here, and it doesn't mean you just have to play baseball, basketball, football, or soccer. You can do wonderful things relative to athletics just in the workplace. So tell us about how you guys have implemented that.
Well, it started back in 2009, and when they allowed us to have a worksite wellness program, I myself was recovering from a mild stroke. And it was really wonderful because one of the key things that I didn't know is I was diabetic, and it's a preventable non-communicable disease. And the first thing the doctor told me to do is to exercise. And I didn't do a lot of exercise ever since I turned 40-some, and that's probably what led me to my mild stroke. And with this program, I learned a lot when I attended a lot of their conferences. And from that, we needed to exercise, and I realized the things that got me motivated when I went to the first governor's conference to launch the program was that the director of public health mentioned, he was critiqued about the employees taking off 1 day a week, 3 times, 1 hour a day, 3 times a week, and that it's a waste of government money, and that it's a waste of government time. But what I learned at the conference really opened my eyes. If you take the whole 10,000 plus employees and they were to exercise 1 time a week or 1 hour a week, 3 times, the cost of that does not come near the 10% that the government is using to care for our local employees, for people of the island. And that fascinated me, and I go, oh my gosh. And these diseases that we have, diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, they're preventable. And it was proven, it was mentioned in the conference that just 30 minutes a day can change your life, can take you from the risk factor and bring you, the quality of life has decreased since I've been diabetic. And because of myself, my personal experience, not only myself, a lot of people at Public Works were middle to senior age, and we are all sedentary, most of us. And I found it started with friends, helping friends, not wanting to be sick, to lessen their medication. And we had this opportunity to bring a program. Our first program was the Zumba program. And it was a worksite program, and there were a lot. We have this group, we have about 30, initially 30, and then we averaged 20-some. So introduced the Worksite Wellness through the Zumba program. And it's really amazing because a lot of us want to exercise, but to fit the time to exercise with our busy schedule. But having it 1 hour there in the worksite made it possible. And the results of the program is lots of positive results. And,
Okay.
and I'm really thankful. I'm so thankful that this program exists.
All right. Okay, so Pat, is there any way where people can make any last-minute nominations or additional ones? And then when and where is the banquet going to be?
Okay, so the banquet is this Saturday night. It's at the Westin, the Somnac Ballroom. It's important for our listeners to know, our viewers to know, that tickets will not be sold at the door, so people need to buy their tickets in advance, either at the Strike Zone across from Micronesian Mall or at Cars Plus. And there's not many tickets left. I'm very sure the banquet's going to sell out. In fact, all the tickets may be gone in the next few days, so people need to get out there and get the tickets. It's $30. It's our cost for dinner, that's all it is. And we're expecting over 200 people there. And Jason, I really appreciate you for allowing us to come on, because this is a feel-good program, and I really hope we'll have a lot of support there on Saturday night.
All right, and of course, you've been a mainstay of the Guam athletic and fitness community for many, many years, so
Thank you.
always a pleasure to talk to you, Pat. Thank you so much, Bob.
Thank you for having us.
All right, stay tuned. We're back after this.